Hello, Stony Hill parents and families, caregivers. My name is Julia Max, and I am the art teacher here at Stony Hill School. So I'm going to just kind of go through this slideshow with you. Oops. Let me just get behind here. This is the opening page. It shows what in-person learning looks like right now. So this is, teaching in the hybrid model. I'm teaching Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays to in-person students in cohorts A, B, and C. And then on Wednesdays, teaching students in cohort D, the same lessons and the same curriculum that our other students are getting. So here I am in one of the classrooms. So I'm pushing into the classroom. I'm on a cart. I bring the supplies with them. There's certain supplies I can provide for students. And then once I give it to them, then that's theirs. I'm also sanitizing certain things that I do have to collect and use for other classes, such as paintbrushes. So we have a very strong, special kind of sanitizer that we use that is given to us by the district. We spray those on our materials. I put them on a tray that's actually right next to me right now, and let it sit overnight. And then I use them with another class the next day. So this is what it looks like to your students. And we'll go to... All right, so your student will have art 2 times a week in a rotating cycle that changes every 3 weeks. So about every 3 weeks, we're switching to the next related arts, which would be either right now PE or science. The second half of the year, the music teacher will be coming from Sewell Road. I will be going to Sewell Road, and so your student will have music the second half of the year. Our art objectives are that students will be getting experience exploring a variety of materials. They will also be exposed to contemporary and historical art figures. We often use a model artist to display the techniques that we're learning and how we're doing a new project and any connections there are between our project and contemporary or historical art figures. We talk about that, and they will also use a lot of problem solving and motor skills. They'll be building those skills a lot in art class, and of course, I hope having fun. Okay, this is maybe slightly confusing. I know that there's been it's confusing for all of us, and I'm hoping that I'm explaining it in a way that clears things up and puts parents at ease. But students in cohorts A, B, and C are receiving art instruction in person, so they do not need access to an art Google Classroom for sharing their art, reflecting, and for me to be able to see their progress and grade. So rather than having many Google Classrooms and having it be too confusing, the slides are available to anyone through the link that is shared by classroom teachers, and there's a slide deck of all related arts that's put together by our principal, Mrs. Danglis. But the Google Classroom is only for cohort D because they're the only ones that I'm not getting to see their process in person. So we do need to use that to be able to just check in that they are completing projects. If it's complicated for you to upload to Google Classroom, you can also just email me an image of their finished work. Okay, cohort D, this just goes over again what I was just saying. There is a Google Classroom for each of you. So not individually, but at whoever you are connected to as your homeroom teacher here at Stony Hill, that is who you will have for your, that's how you'll be grouped for your Google Classroom. So just accept the invite and you're in, and this is where you can share your work and ask me questions on Wednesdays, which is really great too. It gives us a direct way to communicate. Modifications to our visual arts standards during COVID-19. We have had to streamline the standards quite a bit because we're only able to, we have shortened classes where we're seeing students in an abbreviated way because of, and actually our classes are not shortened. I just remembered this past week they went to 40 minutes, which is great. But we're only seeing students on this kind of truncated schedule now with hybrid learning and with remote learning. So the priorities that have been set by the state include creating, presenting, and responding. So at Stony Hill, when students are here in front of me, I'll be assessing cohorts A, B, and C based on their participation in the creative process. So are they planning their work, putting thought into planning? During creation time, are they using techniques I've taught them? Are they, working carefully and doing their best? Critique and refine usually has something to do with some sharing out loud in class, and then reflection at the end. We will either do that as a sharing out loud or as a worksheet. For cohort D, fully remote, students will be assessed on participation in the weekly lessons assigned. So this I'm not getting it's hard to know exactly what students are doing when they're not there with you. So I am super flexible about this, the fully remote, what is expected. So students can submit a photo of their finished project on Google Classroom or by emailing it to me directly. Okay, and that's the end. And I hope that you're able to access our slideshows. Those slideshows are meant for specifically the students who are having art at that time. You'll find it'll either be a preview or a repeat for the students who do not have art in their schedule at this time, but you're still welcome to take a look at them, of course. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great beginning to the school year, even though it is so different and feels just really crazy. It's really great to still be connected in this way. So take care, everyone.